Hey guys, welcome to the Meet Damien channel. I am Damien, and in today's video, we'll be talking about stocks, the stock market, and we'll also be talking about crypto, some of the popular cryptocurrencies like XRP, XLM, but we'll also be talking about virtuals, which had a pretty good day so far. But we're going to be starting off with stock market first here. So let's look at the CNBC website here to see what's going on in the markets here. Okay. All right, so here we have on the CNBC website, Dow Jones Industrial Average at $42,992, down 0.77% today. NASDAQ at 19,722, down 1.49% today. S&P 500 is also down 1.11%. Gold is down 0.81%. Oil down. I'm sorry, oil is up 0.85% today. The U.S. 10-year Treasury at 4.63. That is up 1.1%. And we also have the VIX here showing a reading of 15.95. That was up 8.28% today, showing a little bit more volatility in the market due to the VIX increasing here. Yeah, let me go back up here to this article here that shows that the Dow Jones has dropped more than 300 points and why that might be the case, okay? So this article here is saying that Dow Jones fell 300 points on Friday, but is breaking a 3-week losing streak. And this goes on here to say that stocks declined on Friday, led by technology names, but major indices still positive. Still posted a positive holiday week. The blue chip Dow Jones Industrial Average shed 333 points, or 0.77%. All right, we already talked about that. But the major stocks that brought the NASDAQ down and the Dow Jones down was Tesla. Tesla dropped about 5%, and Nvidia fell about 2%. Still, the Dow squeezed out a roughly 0.4% gain on the week, breaking a 3-week losing streak. The S&P 500 advanced 0.7% this week after posting its best Christmas Eve performance since 1974 on Tuesday, according to Bespoke. The NASDAQ slightly outperformed with a nearly 0.8% gain this week. A rise in Treasury yields this week may have pressured equities. The yield on the benchmark 10-year Treasury rose more than 4 basis points on Friday to 4.62% after the rate hit its highest level since May in the previous session. Portfolio manager from UBS Global Wealth, Alan Rescher, says he thinks that what we're seeing today is a lack of faith. Okay. Also said on CNBC, the money movers, they're saying that I think there's a lot of noise about tariff. There's a lot of concern about productivity. And guys, that's I would say that the noise about tariffs and what Donald Trump is going to do with the with his negotiations with different countries and tariffs, that's really causing a lot of anxiety in the stock market right now. There's been some talks that some companies are actually they're buying all the inventory and products that they can right now. Thus causing an increase in productivity, an increase in demand and buying pressure here. But that might come to an end next quarter once these inventories start rising and these companies buy everything that they need to buy right now before tariffs go into effect. That's probably what's causing anxiety in the stock market right now. But let's go ahead and look at We'll look at the indices. We'll look at the TradingView chart here, see what's going on with the charts here. So here we are looking at the S&P 500, which is a broader measure of the economy. It has some of the 500 best companies that are trading in the U.S. stock market, and this S&P 500 gives us a good measure of the overall economy out there. And you can see that the S&P 500 is last traded at 5,970, okay, down 1.1%. And the S&P 500 has been in a rising channel here, as I charted out here. This blue channel shows that the S&P 500 has been basically bouncing up and down within this channel. Okay. And overall, I mean, as long as we keep rising in this channel, making higher lows and higher highs, right? Here's a higher low, then a higher high, another higher low, higher high, kind of the same low over here, but then a higher high. Okay, so we're just making higher lows and higher highs in this rising channel here, and I'm expecting that this to be just another higher low, and us continuing into January of 2025, making higher highs going into next year. What I do see that is pretty noteworthy on the charts here is that we are, like I said, we are making the higher lows, okay, on the price, but we did make a lower low on the RSI here, okay. You can see that the RSI back here on October 30th was about 56.05. Then the RSI reading over here on December 18th was a 37.56. Okay, but the prices were higher. Okay, so what does this indicate? This indicates hidden bullish divergence, guys. Okay, we have hidden bullish divergence. The lows are higher on the price, but the lows are lower on the RSI. That shows that even though sellers tried pushing the prices down here in the middle of December, they weren't able to get the price to go lower than the previous low here, okay? Even though there was more selling pressure on the RSI. So the selling pressure on the RSI was very extreme around Thursday and Friday of last week, okay? But it wasn't enough to bring us down to the low that we made back here in November, okay? So that just goes to show that the sellers are exhausted and we're still bullish in the stock market here, okay? So the S&P 500 is showing hidden bullish divergence. Probably means that we're going to just continue on with this rising channel that we've been in ever since we've been in this rising channel since the beginning of August, okay? So I would expect higher prices going into next year on the S&P 500. Now let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Okay, Dow Jones once again is just making higher lows and higher highs, just like the S&P 500. You know, the trend line is trending upwards. Okay. I would get worried, okay, if I was being a bear on the Dow Jones, okay, I would be worried if we break this trend line, okay. If we break this trend line, then look out below. Maybe we might get some support at like 41,400, okay, where we have some daily. We have a top here and another top here on the daily chart candle pattern here. 41,400 seems to be like a nice area for some support. If we go lower than that, then then we have pretty much right here in this area of $39,000 seems to be a nice area. We have some opening and closing candles at the $39,000 area. But that's the bearish case on the the bearish case on the Dow Jones. If I pull out some of the moving averages here, you can see that the Dow Jones is getting some support on the 100-day moving average, which is this blue line here. If I just get rid of this yellow line right here real quick, you see the blue line is giving us some support. I would expect the Dow Jones to respect and stay supported off the 100-day moving average. If we break the 100-day moving average, right, and we break that previous yellow line that I drew a supply line of, then yeah, we could probably drop down, and looks like the 200-day moving average might give some support at the $40,700 or $800 area. Okay, so we do have some support if we do drop down for whatever reason here. But once again, just like the S&P 500, I still see hidden bullish divergence. Right, we have lower lows here on the RSI, indicating the sellers did their darnest. They tried their hardest to actually bring the price down, but they couldn't because we ended up making a higher low here on the price. So we have hidden bullish divergence once again on the Dow Jones Industrial Index here. Okay, so Dow Jones is looking pretty solid as well. Let's go ahead and look at the NASDAQ here real quick. See what we can get from looking at the charts here. The NASDAQ currently last trade was at 19,722. Okay. Looks like the NASDAQ is a little bit more bullish than the Dow Jones here because we haven't even broken through the 50-day moving average. That green line is the 50-day moving average, currently sitting at 19,160. If we did come down to that area, maybe that might be a good area to start buying up the NASDAQ at that 19,100 area, because that's also where we have our last local high here was at 19,200, 19,100 area. So that could be a good area to put in a buy, and you could put a nice tight stop loss around like 19,000. If we lose 19,000, then maybe we're going a little bit lower than 19,000. We might get some support at the 100-day moving average at 18,400. Okay, in that area. So that's what I would do if I was trying to game plan and put my stop losses here on the NASDAQ. But yeah, NASDAQ is looking bullish, and it's also in an uptrend, just like the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones. Okay, and I just believe that, you know, with the Republicans and I hate to be political, but with Republicans and Donald Trump being a business-friendly Congress and business-friendly president, I cannot imagine the stock market actually coming down and crashing anytime soon. If it does crash for whatever reason, it's probably not going to be because of the Republicans or Donald Trump. It's going to be for some other external factor out there that we haven't even thought about yet. But if we do come to crashing down, the 200-day moving average for the NASDAQ is currently sitting at 17,600. So maybe that might be a good area to scoop up some cheap stocks and scoop up the NASDAQ. If you're day trading or investing in the NASDAQ, you could probably get some good value at the $17,600 area. Okay, and that's my take on the stock market so far. I see that we have Dre in here saying XRP. Yeah, I'm actually going to talk about XRP since you mentioned it. We just did a quick snippet of the stock market. Wanted to show what was going on in the stock market world. There wasn't really any companies that reported earnings this week. That's why I'm making this live stream, which is normally dedicated to the stock market on Fridays. I'm going to introduce the crypto world in here because there wasn't really anything newsworthy in the stock market world. It was a short holiday week trading. They didn't trade on Wednesday because Christmas. And then, you know, it wasn't really much action, nothing crazy that went on in stock market world. So yeah, we could definitely talk about cryptos because that was actually my intention for this stream here. But yeah, I mean, you guys can always ask me about cryptos or stocks in any of my streams here. It's just that Fridays I usually like to focus on stocks and try to keep my subscribers who are interested in stocks. I like to keep them happy by talking about some of their favorite stocks on Fridays. Okay, but yeah, let's take a look at the XRP cryptocurrency, and then we'll take a look at XLM after that, since it's like the little brother of XRP. But here we are looking at XRP. XRP currently trading at $2.15. It's pretty much trading at the same price. I could have sworn I seen the same $2.15 price yesterday. So you can see that right now for the day that, I mean, XRP hasn't even gone up, not even 1 penny or down 1 penny. It's currently only down 0.17% here today. We did see that XRP got as high as what, $2.23 earlier today. And it had a low of $2.11 on the daily candle pattern here, candlestick chart pattern here. And XRP is just consolidating. Dre. It's been in like this consolidation pattern where you know, it's making lows here at like $1.96, $1.95 area is where you could probably get the cheapest XRP right now. If you see XRP below $2, you probably scoop it up. And then, you know, we are creating like this downward pattern here, just connecting the candle wicks here. You know, XRP might be in this pattern for a very long time. I'm afraid to say that that we might see this pattern just continue on, right? We're in this descending triangle here. Okay, this is the triangle, and we might bounce down and back, bounce up, bounce down, bounce up, until we get some resolution here, where it's gonna have to make a decision if it's gonna go up, right, and get out of this descending triangle. Is it gonna go down and break out of the descending triangle? Usually, the descending triangles they do break down to the downside, even though we're in a bullish uptrend and a bull run, bull market here for XRP and cryptos. Be on the lookout for XRP to break down out of this pattern. If it does, I mean, we do have this green 50-day moving average giving us the support. I would expect it to give us the support. Right now, it's currently at $1.79. But what could happen here is if I just draw out if I get the brush stroke here, okay? XRP might do something like this, where it bounces up, bounces down, bounces downward, and then this green 50-day moving average might kind of like start creeping up like this. All right. And then, you know, this could be like right here on like Friday, January 10th, X marks the spot. I mean, I like what I see right here, putting in a trade for XRP, because if XRP continues consolidating like it is right now, right, and we have the 50-day moving average creeping up like this, you know, around here, around like Friday, January 10th, okay? It doesn't have to be that day, but I'm just giving you an example here, okay? If you see like XRP is hovering right above the 50-day moving average, you could put a buy right here at like $2, okay? $2 XRP, and then put the stop loss, like a nice tight stop loss at like $1.90 or even $1.95 if you really want to be stingy. And you're not risking that much. I mean, you're only risking what, like not even like 3%, maybe. Like if I just drew that out right now, from like $2 down to like $1. Let's say we got stingy at like $1.95. You're only risking 3% of your money, okay? If you put the stop loss at like $1.95, and then, you know, if it does play out and it goes to the upside, I mean, XRP could get right back to where it was earlier on December 3rd. Here it was like $2.90. That's like almost like a 50% gain on your investment, and you're only risking 3%. You're gonna get a 50% gain, but the possibility of you losing your money is only gonna be 3%, like a 3% loss. So I would game plan that out as a nice swing trade. I mean, you could buy XRP right now at $2.15, but you know, if it keeps going ping ponging up and down, you know, you could possibly get it lower at like $2 or even $1.95 or whatever. And you can put your stop loss at $1.90. And if XRP does decide to go down, then all right, whatever. You know, you lost, you didn't lose that much because you put the stop loss like $1.90, $1.95. If XRP does decide to go down, I do see some sideways trading, support, price resistance, support area at like $1.43, $1.50. Okay, so maybe XRP does come down there for whatever reason. You could probably scoop up some more cheap XRP in that area. But my bullish take on XRP is, you know, we could get back up to $2.90 easily, since we were there about, you know, less than 1 month ago. Okay, but also, if we do some trend analysis here, if we measure from like where we were on November 8th, 2024, and you just take that and you measure to like the top of this descending triangle, which is kind of like a bull flag, and you take it to like where we might break out at, like let's see, we're gonna put the breakout at right here. Okay, you could see XRP possibly get up to like $4.47 here. Wow. Okay, that's crazy. let me just readjust that. Yeah, like somewhere like around here, like $2.60. Yeah, you can see XRP possibly get to like $4.60 in the future, sometime in 2025. And that would be what? A double in price from where it is right now. Might be worth looking into. Might be worth putting in your bets right now for XRP. So that's the bullish and bearish case on XRP. Let's look at XLM. XLM, USD, Stellar Lumens. You can see Stellar Lumens is also in the same kind of like consolidation pattern as XRP. Like I said, they're like kind of like XRP and XLM are like brothers. You know, XLM is kind of like the little brother. It has like a little bit less market cap than XRP does, but they pretty much do the same as far as their technology goes. They're very similar. So if I just draw it out, I mean, it's the same thing here, you know, with XLM. Looks like we're gonna get some resolution towards like the third or fourth week of January here. We should get a decision as to whether XLM is going to go up or down. And it's almost like the same pattern. I hate to say it. I mean, it's very, very similar to XRP. You know, you measure the trend analysis here. All right. Yep. And we just take that and we move it to like where we might break out at like 42 cents here on XLM. Just giving you an example here. We could see XLM, you know, try to get to like 93 cents, maybe even $1 sometime in 2025. And what? That would be like almost like a triple, right? You probably get a triple in your investment right here, a 3x on XLM, right? Because if I just measure the info line here from 35 cents, right, all the way up to 90 cents, 94 cents roughly, it's saying you get 163% gainer, okay? Which is more than a double, and it's close to like a triple. I mean, if you could get it up to like, all right, if we can see XLM get up to like $1.06, you'll definitely have a triple, a 3x on XLM for your investment. Okay. So it's possible. It's possible. These cryptocurrencies can definitely do that. You can get a 2x, 3x. You know, I can see a 2x on Ripple, and I can see a 3x on XLM. That's pretty much the long, short story of it all here, using trend analysis. Let's see if I have any other comments here. No trade. Dre's like, no trade, just hodl, just hold. Slow and steady hodl. All right. I see a few people are in the stream right now. Let's see if we can get the likes to match the amount of people that are in the stream right now. Guys, go ahead and click that like button if you're liking the analysis so far. And if you have a favorite stock or crypto you want me to analyze, go ahead and put that in the live chat here. We'll get whatever cryptos you guys have for requests here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to look at the popular cryptocurrency that did pretty well today. Let me look at the coinmarketcap.com here. CoinMarketCap. As you can see, Bitcoin not really doing much today, down 1%. Ethereum down, not even up or down. XRP not even up or down. BNB up 0.25%. Solana down 2%. Dogecoin up 1%. Okay. But let's look at the cryptos that actually did pretty well today in the top 100. In the last 24 hours, we have this cryptocurrency called Virtuals Protocol, up 22.55% today, up 38.29% in the last 7 days, currently trading at $3.56. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. For those of you who do not know what Virtuals Protocol is, the thing I like about coinmarketcap.com, which is the website that I'm looking at right now, is that you can learn more about the crypto by clicking on this About section right here. And it'll tell you about Virtuals, well, as much as they can here. And they're saying that this is an AI metaverse protocol that is building the future of virtual interactions. So it's an AI cryptocurrency, AI crypto. If I click on what is Virtuals, you get like the whole description here. Okay. They're working in the AI and metaverse, doing infrastructure, human created plug and play gaming AIs protocol, There's also a website you guys can click on to learn more about it. If I just click on the website, let's see where it takes us. Okay, let's see. So this is a Virtuals website here on virtuals.io, and they have all these AI agents that are powering the crypto right now. You know, you guys can look at this on your own time. I just want to show you guys a cryptocurrency that is doing pretty well today, because not all of them are having a bad day. This one's actually having a good day here. But we'll look at the virtuals on the charts here, okay, and see where this cryptocurrency might be going, if it's a little bit too hot or if it's just getting its bull run started here. All right, so currently virtuals currently trading at $3.56, up 17.8% officially for the day. You see, you got a nice solid green bullish engulfing candle here that took out the last red day candle on Thursday. Okay, and virtuals is looking pretty solid here, guys. Just eyeballing it real quick here. You got the 21 moving average above the 50 above the 100, the 100 above the 200. Okay, indicating that you're in the bull trend. Looks like you've been in this bull trend ever since the last week of November here. Virtual was trading at like 45 cents. So this thing has already had a pretty significant bull run. And it's never been this high before. This is like, I believe this is the all-time high. We're looking at the all-time highs for virtuals right now. And the crazy thing about the cryptocurrency is that it's not even considered overbought. I mean, technically today it just became overbought at like 70.23 on the RSI here. But you can see this cryptocurrency has had like other days where it's been overbought by more than 70. Like, look at here on Monday, December 16th, you had an RSI of 82.78. Then you had another RSI of 90 over here, and Saturday, November 30th. Then you had some more overbought at like October 27th. So this cryptocurrency has been, it has seen overbought like plenty of times over the past few months here. Okay. But it's an AI. It's an AI cryptocurrency. It's in the metaverse. So you have metaverse and AI. Those are some pretty hot narratives right now in cryptocurrency land, and that would explain why this cryptocurrency is near the all-time high right now. So there's not really much I can do as far as analyzing this thing, and giving you price targets unless I use the Fibonacci. Okay. And we could do the Fibonacci from like $3.58 down to like where we saw it here back in the middle of November at like 33 cents here. And it shows that, you know, the 1618 fib node level, saying that this cryptocurrency could probably get to like $5.64 in the near future here. Okay. And then, you know, even further than that, you got the 2618 fib extension saying that this cryptocurrency could get up to $8.93. So that's like roughly like a 3x, or definitely a 2x, but maybe like a 2.5x from where it is right now. But the bearish case on this cryptocurrency is that we are seeing some bearish divergence here. Okay. RSIs are showing lower highs, okay, even though the price itself is making higher highs, okay. So you have basically bearish divergence, and bearish divergence is not something to be too scared of, unless you're buying right now at the all-time high, which right now you are buying at the all-time high. If you buy this cryptocurrency right now, you are literally buying the all-time high. It's never been this high. You're probably going to get yourself hurt in the short term here, okay? But, you know, with bearish divergence, you know, this cryptocurrency could possibly just trade sideways, okay? Like if this is high, let's say if it goes a little bit higher, maybe it goes to $4, but it might come down, retest $3 level, come back up again, try to get to $4, but not really, and then come back down again, and then respect the $3 level again, and then maybe go to 350, and it might just keep doing that, going sideways trading action, and that would basically create, you know, a descending triangle, which we saw with some of the other cryptocurrencies like XRP and XLM, and you'll see something like that in the near future. Okay, with the bearish divergence playing out. Doesn't have to be like that. It could be more slanted downward. Okay, we might get like a bull flag that goes downward rather than sideways here. Okay, price action could come back down if it's really bearish. It could come down to this white 21 EMA line of like $2.47 here. Okay, so be careful if you're buying virtuals right now. You might end up buying at 350, then it drops down $1 to like $2.50, and then you're gonna be like, oh my god, why did I do that? Okay, and I would say, why would you do that? All right, but I'm not a financial advisor, so you can do whatever you want to do with your investments. But I wouldn't be buying virtuals right now, or if I did, I would maybe start a small position in it and then try to see if I can get it at lower prices at like $3 or lower than $3, because this cryptocurrency does have some bearish divergence showing right now on the charts here. And I just showed you guys a hypothetical situation as like where this cryptocurrency could go next with the bearish divergence playing out. I highly doubt it's just going to keep going up exponentially as it is right now. I think we're going to see some consolidation, but I could be totally wrong, and it could just totally blow us out of the water and go to like exponential prices of like $10 by like tomorrow. So that's virtual cryptocurrency right there. I see Mac. I'm sorry, Mac. Mac said smiles. Thank you for commenting and chatting up in the live chat here, Mac. Appreciate you coming on to the live stream. Let's see. We talked about XLM. We talked about XRP. Talked about virtuals. We talked about the stock market here. Let's see if there's any other cryptocurrencies that you guys might want to be talking about. Guys, if you have any other cryptocurrencies you want me to talk about, go ahead and put that in the chat. Or if there's a stock that you want me to talk about, put that in the live stream chat. I think I might show you Tesla, since Tesla had like kind of like a bad day today and this week. I believe it's more profit taken. I didn't really hear anything on the news about Tesla. But if you guys heard anything about the news on Tesla, then by all means, let me know if you know anything that happened with Tesla. But let's go ahead and take a look at Tesla stock here, okay? We'll get right back in the stock market world. So Tesla's last trade was at $431. It was down 4.9% today. So bad day for Tesla investors. Looks like Tesla is also doing some consolidation here on the daily chart. I can see it doing kind of like a descending triangle here, maybe. Just like XRP and XLM. Okay. And it looks like we won't get some resolution until... There's something about Friday, January 10th, just keeps showing up on the charts here. Like something's going to happen on that second week of January, which might send the markets either higher or lower. Curious what that might be. It has nothing to do with the inauguration for the president of the United States is not until like 19th or the 20th of January. So I don't know why the second week of January just seems to show up on the charts as like some resolution. That might be maybe related to maybe the CPI. Might get some economic data showing some interesting stuff for the stock market. That's the only thing I could think of for like the second week of January. But going back here to Tesla probably going to ping pong back and forth in this descending triangle before it gets some resolution around like January 10th. We might get some support here at the $409 level here, where the 21 EMA is currently sitting at, that white line right there. Yeah, let's see. This last candle wick low says that $402 was like the lowest price on Wednesday, December 11th. Yeah, I just think like, you know, like I see, you know, this was higher highs on Tesla right here, okay? And we have now lower highs on the RSI, and that's a straight up, you know, textbook bearish divergence. So that means we're probably going to go sideways, maybe even go down on Tesla. But if we go down, I don't think we're going to go down too much because we have the 21 EMA that should give us some support at that area. If we do break below the $406 level here, then look out below, because I don't think we'll have some solid support until we get to like $345 level here, which happens to be with the 50-day moving averages. That 50-day moving average is currently at 338. So over the next few days, it will start creeping up higher, and then maybe we have like 350 as the support area. That's if we break down below 400 pretty much on Tesla. So that's the bearish case on Tesla. The bullish case is that we keep continuing on with this trend. And if I take this trend line and I bring it over to like where we might break out of this descending triangle here, you know, we might see Tesla at $572, that blue number right there, if the trend continues on with Tesla being bullish here. All right. Another popular stock in the stock market was Nvidia. Let's take a look at Nvidia. I believe Nvidia also had a bad week. Let me take a look at the weekly chart here. Is it a red candle? Oh no, actually no, it's a green candle. So Nvidia actually had a good week, a slightly good week, up 1.7% for the week. But today it was down 2%, and we last traded at $137.01. And I'm just expecting Nvidia to just continue on the uptrend here. It has gotten support. You know, that white 21 EMA line is a very important line because traders, professional investors, they look at that line as an area of support, and you know, trading bots are also looking at that, and they defended that on the second week of December here, where, you know, the 21 EMA was at 128, and the price did get below that at $126, but they pushed that price right back up. They bought it up. We closed above it, created like almost like a reversal hammer candle over here, slightly. And that should send the price up, and it did for the following week. But I mean, this is very interesting. We have like almost like a hammer candle and a shooting star candle. So we have a reversal candle here and another reversal candle here. So like, price is still trying to figure out where it wants to go. This is like, if you just count this as like one big giant indecision candle, they don't know what they want to do with the price of Nvidia right now. That's how I see it. Looking at the RSIs here, I don't really, let's see, that's higher low, and we are making, so there is no divergence. There is no divergence on the charts for Nvidia, at least not on the weekly chart that we're looking at. If I zoom out here, yeah. If I just draw this demand line here, As long as we stay above that demand line, we are going to consider ourselves to be bullish on NVIDIA. If we break down below that line and we break below the white line, the 21 EMA, we might get some support at the 50-day moving average, which is currently sitting at 110 right now. And that's when we would start being bearish, maybe. We would start being bearish if we break below that 21 EMA on the weekly chart here. But so far, so good on NVIDIA. I'm just zooming in on the daily chart here. Everything looks good. Everything looks bullish. I mean, this is kind of creating a rising wedge, which is usually that breaks down bearish. That usually breaks down to the downside. We'll see, over the next couple of months here, what NVIDIA decides to do. Probably around when they report earnings again for their first quarter. I mean, this company has like a couple of good years already, and if they're not reporting spectacular earnings, then this thing will break down because it's already in the rising wedge already. So I'm expecting NVIDIA to break down in like March and April, going down to lower prices, but it could still go up to higher prices between now and March and April. And if for some reason we get like something spectacular, some really good news on NVIDIA, then this thing could just break out to the upside. But that's highly unlikely because usually a rising wedge, you break down 70% of the time. You break down out of a rising wedge and you go down to lower prices. So be on the lookout for NVIDIA. It seems like the bull run is kind of coming to an end, and it looks like it'll be coming to an end after the first quarter of 2025. So be on the lookout, guys. That's what I'm seeing in the charts right now for NVIDIA. Yeah. Guys, if you're new to this channel, feel free to click that subscribe button and come and join the Meet Damien community where we talk about stocks and we talk about cryptos, talk about whatever assets you guys want me to talk about. I take requests, talking about your favorite cryptocurrency or stock and looking at the charts here, trying to figure out where they might go next. And if you haven't clicked that like button already, go ahead and click that like button. I'm going to ask you guys one more time to click that like button. Appreciate, you guys showing love and appreciation here for the work that I do here. I'm here to work for you guys. I know your most valuable asset is your time, so I appreciate you guys taking the time to come onto this channel and look at the charts here with me. My most valuable asset is having you guys here with me and looking at the charts. Okay. So thank you guys for coming out to the Meet Damien channel here. I don't have any more requests here, so I'm probably going to end the stream. I'll be going live again on Sunday at 5 p.m. East Coast time. So be on the lookout for the next stream. We'll be talking about cryptocurrencies for the most part because there's not much to talk about. Stock markets aren't trading on the weekends, but the cryptocurrencies are. So we'll be talking about cryptos and see how the weekend goes for Bitcoin and Ethereum, Solana. We'll take a look at Bitcoin as our last asset to look at here. And then I'm going to end the live stream here, guys, okay? So let's see how Bitcoin is holding up right now. We'll finish the stream on Bitcoin. Bitcoin currently trading at $94,187. And what I don't like about Bitcoin is that we were in this ascending channel, kind of just like the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. We've been doing this rising channel ever since like Donald Trump got elected. But looking at the rising channel, we are getting rejected. We got rejected from the bottom of that rising channel, and we're trying to get some support here on the 50-day, the green line here at 95,000. We need to be at $95,070 here and we're about $1,000 short of that right now. So I'm getting a little bit worried about Bitcoin going down to lower prices here. The next support level is at 92,000 area, which was defended heavily on Monday, December 23rd. It was also defended on Friday, December 20th. If $92,000 doesn't hold support, then we do have the fib level here at $87,876 for Bitcoin. That could be the next level where Bitcoin might get some support. But if Bitcoin can't hold that, then we're going to end up heading towards the low 80s, possibly the high 70s here. And, you know, we are getting bearish divergence here on Bitcoin's daily chart here, okay? Because we've been making lower highs on the RSI while making higher highs on the price here. So Bitcoin, I'm anticipating that if Bitcoin does not go below $92,000, that we're probably just going to go sideways for like the next few days, few weeks here. Probably until maybe we hear more about Donald Trump in January and what they plan on doing with crypto, and if they're going to buy more Bitcoin in the Bitcoin strategic reserve. But right now, it's looking like Bitcoin wants to go sideways or downwards. And if it goes sideways, that's still good for the altcoins because the altcoins can still have their day in the sun. But if Bitcoin decides to go down to lower prices here, that's going to bring the whole cryptocurrency market down with it. And the altcoins are going to, I mean, if Bitcoin goes down 10%, the altcoins are going to go down like 20%, maybe 30% from where they are right now. So let's hope that doesn't happen for us crypto investors here. I am a cryptocurrency investor, so I don't want to see that happen. But you need to mentally prepare yourself that might be the case. And if you are sweating bullets right now with the price of Bitcoin and cryptos going down right now, then maybe you should put your stop loss on Bitcoin at like $91,000. Because if we can't hold that $92,000 level, then you know we're probably going to go down to, like I said, $87,000 or lower. And your altcoins are going to get dragged down with it. So be on the lookout, guys. I hate to end off on like kind of like a sour note on cryptocurrencies, but we'll see how cryptos do over this weekend. Very crucial weekend. If we're going down lower, then that's what's going to happen. We're just going to keep on going down lower. But if we can get a nice bounce back on Bitcoin here, then you know we could see the $100,000 and the $108,000 area come into play, and we might see more of a nice price target here of $133,000, which is the 1618 level for the fib extension level. That might come into play sometime in January or first quarter of 2025. All right, guys, I'm going to end the live stream right there. Appreciate you guys coming out. Be on the lookout for my next live stream. It's going to be Sunday at 5 p.m. East Coast time. All right, guys, take care.